So much pain! So much pain!
Yeah, it's cool. Alright. Hey, what's up, everybody? Nope. Welcome back, everybody. It's Red. One more time. Yo, welcome back, everybody. It's Red. This is West Blue Reviews, and today we are breaking down One Piece chapter 1168. But first, you already know we gotta get into the cover page. The requests just keep coming. This week is a family of sheep knitting 6 gloves for Hachan. Pretty wholesome, like always. Pretty nice. It's getting cold out there. Like I keep saying, y'all bundle up. And yeah, pretty basic. So without the way, let's get into the chapter. Things start off not far from where they ended last week. It's within the same year, so there's not a crazy jump. I give it maybe like a couple months to a couple weeks. And right now, the Giants PR is pretty great, going crazy. Who was ever writing the articles about them has really turned what people see about them around. And a lot of what they're practicing what they preach. So that's pretty good to hear. People are saying they're reliable. They're mentioning they don't mind meeting them. We see they're trading food from the coast and even drinks. They're saying how hard they are to get. So that's pretty nice. We catch up with Harold. He's giving an MLK speech to his folks, basically just reiterating what his whole mission has been about this whole time. And hopefully pretty soon they'll have some sort of travel vessels. That way they can all go and visit the allies they've made throughout this whole time. And I think that's pretty cool. As much as I don't like the way Harold goes about his whole mission, I can't knock it. I can't knock the progress. He want to be MLK. I'm not mad at it. And then soon after he's done giving his speech, we get, in my opinion, the coolest shot of the whole chapter. And it's basically just him and Saul kick back, politicking, looking at the school. They had the idea. He gave it to Saul, basically the blueprint. He knocked it out the park because we see it's working, it's flourishing. And hey, man, that's what it's all about, bro, in my eyes. So just seeing them kicking it, just proud of what they put together. I ain't mad at it at all, man. That's pretty cool. We get Saul saying like, yeah, don't you feel like you losing something, like something important? And that's when Harold just continues to double down like, no, we're good. We're about peace. We're peaceful giants. We cool. We don't need none of that. Just like, all right, bro. And in my mind, it just lets me know he is going to be so hurt when he finds out it's never going to happen. Because as much as I like what I'm seeing and I know what it's for, in my heart, I know they're never going to make him a part of what they got going on. Like I always knew, even before the conclusion that we get at this chapter, I always knew they wasn't gonna let him slide because he always talked about it. So yeah, man, I knew it wasn't gonna end well. But in his heart, he's doing it all because of Ida. And then unfortunately, she succumbs to the poison that we see was given to her last chapter. And boy, I wasn't in a rush to read this chapter, and this is why. I didn't know any spoilers, but something about it, I just wasn't in no rush. I'm normally on it. Like I can read a chapter as early as I can. I just had a vibe to take my time. And this panel is exactly why, because I was stuck for at least a good 10 to 30 minutes because I read from, like, I'm scrolling from top to bottom. So I couldn't keep reading. I didn't want to keep reading. I already wasn't in a rush, and now I don't even want to keep reading because this is just sad, bro. It's just sad. And then Oda, being the maniac Arthur that he is, doubles down. Not only giving us her gravesite and her tomb first, but then gives us the flashback in the flashback of her passing away, bro. So I'm already stuck on that. I scroll down and see them chilling. I understand what's about to happen. They're talking, basically just going down memory lane. She's sick. She's basically on her deathbed. I think Harold's in his heart, he's accepted it, and they're just getting their last words in. And it's sad because they're just, oh man, they're just talking, trying to get out whatever last words they can. And I think Ida's on our side. Like, yeah, it's cool that you made change, but don't lose that warrior side. She even thinks it's kind of cool. So she's with us. Like, yeah, you can be about change and peace, but don't lose what makes you, my nigga. Just don't be an asshole. Ain't nothing wrong with being a strong giant that likes to fight. Just don't be a dickhead. That's all she's saying. She's not saying give up the country and don't voluntarily become a slave for your country because you believe in peace. Like, no, the warrior stick is cool. But he doubles down like, nah, it's because of that da 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 da. Harold, bro. They start talking about Hodge and Loki and how she always considered him a baby brother to him because his mother wasn't shit. Oh man. And then we see her smile. Her little hand slips through his giant fingers. Oda, you're crazy. And then we see it. Me and Harold had the same reaction, bro, upon reading that. All I could do was hold my face and shake my head, bro. Because wow, we get Hodge. He's trying to see her one last time. She's got a smile on her face. He's crying. We get Loki in jail. He's holding his head. He's holding his hat because he already knows. It's just all bad, bro. Whether past, present, or future, it's just all bad right now, bro. And then about a year later, we catch up with Harold. He's visiting the 5 elders. He's up top. They're having a meeting, and it turns out that Shanks has been AWOL, and he was never formally knighted. So he never really became a God's Knight at this point. So they're appointing that role to Harold since he was the runner-up. He's excited because he's like, finally, after all of this, we can finally be a member nation. And he's like, cool, now I can finally retire and give the role to somebody else. Like, that's my plan. And they like, all right. Like you see it in Jupiter's face. Like, he's like, all right, we'll see how that go. You feel me? That ain't up to us. That's up to the big guy. That's them pretty much sealing it. Like, yeah, he's not getting what he wants. You was never gonna be a knight. I don't think he was ever gonna be a knight, especially with the way they went about giving it to him. You only got it because Shanks disappeared. We need somebody. You were a giant. You got all your folks. Come on, bro. It was too easy for him. That's why you never speak your plans out loud. They lead him into the secret chamber, and his face says it all. He spots Emu for the first time sitting on the empty throne, and he's shook. And at that point, he's greeted and given his new brand. To me, that's how I see it. You wanted to be a slave, they went and branded his arm, and with this brand comes this power, and with this power comes immortality. And that's how we learn how the 5 elders move the way they do. They all have these tattoos that give them their abilities. So if you sever the tattoo, all the abilities most likely vanish. So there's some kind of indication on that. That was pretty cool. He's under the assumption that, okay, cool, I'm one of them now. Elbaf's a member nation of the world government. All I gotta do is knock out this last mission and I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm saying I'm back at the crib. I ain't never gotta leave again. But it turns out he didn't read the fine print, because before leaving, he was told to carve a pentagraph into one of the Elbaf chambers. That way they could always be in some communication, and it'll display their bond between Harold and Emu. Well, he does that last mission. He's chilling in his chambers. He gets a call, and he's like, repeat that again. And Emu was like, yeah, I'm gonna need you take your big ass, go and get all your giants and form an army for me. I need y'all to make a play for me. And he's like, hey, yo, that ain't what I'm about. I've been doing this whole thing to not have to do that. That was the whole point of me doing this. You wanted to be one of us, right? You wanted to be a member nation, right? You want to be down, right? Yeah, but I ain't think I was signing up for all of this. Well, you did. And that's how it goes. He tries to fight it, but he can't. Emu is making him form an army, and they're gonna fight. Regardless if they're already in the Marines or not, there's gonna be a whole nother army, and they're gonna do what Emu says. And at that point, to wrap up the chapter, we get all the pieces we need to put together how Harold went out. I can say that. Basically, he's gonna give the whole spill to Loki and Hodge if they can make it up in time, along with Elder Jarul. He's been called too. We're gonna see how he got that sword to the back of the head. That's gonna be crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get the real spill from him. And that'll just be it, man. I think Elder Jarul may show up a little too late, given that he's older. He probably won't get there in time. Loki will probably get there first. He'll see everything happen. Jarul will come late. Who knows, bro? Who knows? Or maybe Loki won't get there in time. By the time his guards do what they have to do, he flips on the guards thinking they turned on him. And then Jarul, seeing that, assumes Loki is the one that took him out along with the guards, and that's why he was sent back to the underworld. Who knows how Oda's gonna draw it, but I see that as like the main play. But we'll see, man. The chapter ends with all of them being summoned and the narrator basically stating like, yeah, we about to wrap this up and get back to the main story. So that's cool, but it's always about sticking that landing, build that anticipation, and we'll see how it goes. Great chapter. Rest in peace, Ida. I hate it. I really hate she had to go like that. Oda really tugging the heartstrings, man. I thought we were gonna get more of Loki's rampage, but they must have shut that down real quick because he was in jail the next chapter, holding his head. So yeah, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Skip last week because I really didn't know what to say, but I probably won't do that again. I'll always try to find something. That way I'm not leaving y'all hanging. And yeah, Christmas coming up. Consider your folks. Keep everybody in mind. Prayers up. It's cold. Y'all save some money. Go see some Christmas lights if that's your whole thing. Drink water. Bring them dogs inside. Bring them animals inside. Y'all know it's cold. You wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to be out there. Your dog probably want to be next to you inside anyway. Bring them in, man. And yeah, y'all just be safe. Hold each other accountable. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.